Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Well, just look at the screen. It's me. What's happening, guys? All right. Welcome to Film Junkee Live. Holy Lord. It's Superman week. Superman trailer week. Are we excited? I think we're excited. I'm a little excited, huh? Good thing the camera angle is from here up because holy Lord. Welcome to Film Junkee Live, everybody. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that like, thumbs up, do all the things. Hopefully you guys are doing good out there for your end of Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend and everything. I definitely did. How we doing out there, huh? All right, let's see. Hey, look at that. James becoming a member right there. Thank you, James. How's it going, Dave? Hope all is well, and hi to the chat. I'm absolutely loving this new Superman poster. It's got me hyped. I don't see a problem with using the John Williams score. We got Ryan right here. The Superman poster and music has me so hyped. There we go. Versus Seed. I've been looking up all day because of this poster. Yeah, looking up. Then we got my buddy Ninja Gamer right here. It wasn't hyperbole when I said you talked about Snyder fans every Film Junkee Live. I checked. Point was, you didn't talk Ayer cut till after the trend, and then you criticized, just asking for more constructive energy into publicizing Ayer cut. Yes, it still is a little hyperbole. I mean, maybe there's been an influx recently because of all the Superman stuff, because I get certain fans in my mentions, so then I talk about it on my platform. So maybe there's been an influx, but I still think it's a little bit of hyperbole, a little bit, because I don't really want to like go off on it all. But anytime that David Ayer posts something about the Ayer cut, I repost, I do all the stuff on Twitter. And I talk about it on here. The only thing I criticized was the timing, because I was like, I don't know if that's going to help the cause a little bit, because that's just me thinking that. And that's constructive criticism right there. You want a constructive, okay, so there you go, Ninja Gamer. You got some constructive criticism right there, at least when it comes to that. So it's all good, though. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. What's going on, D-Man? Yow! What's happening? We got Fear Jason right here. Good to see you. And Versus Seed, hey, also becoming a member. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support, everybody. Shane O, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a bird. No, it's the official Superman poster, music, and teaser coming out. See, we got some excitement out there. See, I love the excitement, and that's what I was hoping for when it comes to this week. Really liking the excitement out there. We got Taladia Plays. What's happening? Yo, what's happening, RJ? Good to see you, buddy. Ahoy, ahoy, Mr. Jason McKenzie. Best of the season to you and family. Yes, same to you, Jason, and everybody else, too. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like around Christmas, we're getting Superman stuff. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. Not gonna lie. Superman trailer hype. I know, man. I mean, sadly, we got to wait till Thursday. Man, we got to wait till Thursday, sadly. But hey, it's okay. Anticipation. Nothing wrong with building that anticipation, I guess you could say. Good to see you, Indiana Jake. We got Brendan right here. Let's get nuts. Ted Fitzpatrick. What's happening? It's a vertically blurred rainbow. There it is. Yo, what's going on, Cal? Good to see you, bud. We got Jazz Breach right here. I watched Metropolis on acid this past weekend, and holy fuck, was that nuts. You want to talk about nuts? Hey, we got some nuttiness right here. My Lord. That's, hey, to each their own, man. I mean, wow. That sounds like it would be pretty damn nuts right there. Club Soda. Today we celebrate. Yeah, I mean, this whole week we're going to be celebrating, man. I think, there's just a little bit of a hype train. When does the trailer drop? 6 a.m. Pacific time, Thursday. So, yeah. We got to wait a little bit, and you better believe I'll be doing a reaction on Thursday. I'm going to get my ass up early, and before I start work, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. What's going on, TW? Good to see you. We got Jose. What's happening, man? Looking forward to a trailer Thursday. The hierarchy of power of the DCU rides on the movie's success. There's a lot riding on it. There is a lot riding on it. That's for sure. Who else we got here? Okay, we got Kieran right here showing some Superman emojis. Like it. I'm Rick James, bitch. We got Rick James. Fuck your couch. Fuck your couch. We got Rick James in the chat right now. I love it. I love it. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but might Gunn actually be inspired by Snyder? Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I mean, RJ, what have I been saying? It's all about balance. It's like, does he have, there's no way that you just reinvent the wheel. Unless you just want to do a drastically different Superman, there's always going to be inspirations. And there needs to be a balance between Donner and Snyder. I've been saying that from the get-go. Balance between Donner and Snyder. So you better believe he's going to be inspired by Snyder. Okay? He doesn't hate Zack Snyder. I know there's fanboys out there that hopes that he hates Zack Snyder and they hate each other or whatever the heck. They don't. I'm not saying they're best friends and they have fucking meals once a month or something like that, but they respect each other as filmmakers. That's what it's all about when it comes to that. That's right. Your day off, so, should be good. Oh, shit. Sorry. Did I skip your post, Eric? I'll get to it. Sorry. Haven't heard anything from media. There may be a review. Oh, yeah. They signed NDAs like crazy. Sorry, Eric. I think my thing jumped a little bit. So there you go. A nice blend of Zimmer's and Williams' themes. Increasingly impressed with what Gunn seems to be going for. There you go. I gotta like it. Dave Pena. Habitual line stepper. There you go. The poster looks amazing, Gunner Dro says right there. I like it. Cool. All right. Yeah, we got plenty to talk about. We'll talk about, obviously other DCU stuff that happened over the weekend. And then, of course, I'll dive into everything like when it comes to this motion poster and the theme and everything like that. I did a video earlier because I was like, I had to do a video earlier. I did just a short little clip that I posted in because I was like, and I posted it everywhere. And that's what was cool. It's like, all right, I'm going to post that clip everywhere. I posted on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and then of course TikTok, and then Twitter, and it was all blowing up because people were just I knew I was like, all right, it's all going to be blowing up, and a lot of positivity, guys, a lot of positivity, which is good. Positivity, good. A lot more positivity than I actually thought there was going to be, and I thought that was good. Of course, there's still the negativity, but I was actually I was trying to be a good boy, good little boy, guys. I was trying to be a good boy, a little bit. I wasn't trying to engage with the negativity, maybe a couple of responses, but I was just, when I saw some negative responses in my mentions and everything, I was like, all right, I'll just leave it be. Why? We don't need to do that. I don't need to emphasize the negativity. It's fine. It's whatever, I mean, I had somebody just recently say that, hey, the guy's wearing diapers, but hey, whatever floats your boat. I'm like, yeah, well, maybe I like diapers. Is that what you're trying to insinuate? I mean, okay, it's fine. It's whatever. I don't actually like that, but it's fine. You get the negativity, but at the same time, I'm just kind of going like, what I like is seeing the excitement because, it's cool. I'm a Superman fan. I'm a DC fan. I just like to see the excitement. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I'm trying to keep as much positivity as possible. I know it's hard to do that nowadays, especially when you're all over social media and everything like that. But, but I appreciate you guys spending some time with me tonight. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you haven't already. Become a member if you want to become a member. We do a members-only stream after every Wednesday stream, so you can pick my brain a little bit more personal and stuff like that. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I had a fantastic weekend, to be honest. I had a busy weekend I was barely home this weekend, and that's not normal for me. Usually it's like, yeah, I'll do a thing every here and there and stuff like that, but man, I had a good weekend of just like, so, obviously, you do the vodka stream, and then I woke up. I was smart though, because I didn't when it comes to the vodka stream, I had a little bit of vodka, and then I I drank some hard kombucha. And I usually do not get hangovers from hard kombucha, which I didn't get a hangover because I only had like 2 of them. Only had like 2 hard kombuchas. So I didn't like, wake up and just be like, I didn't do that whole thing. I woke up actually pretty fine. And so what I did this weekend, the first thing I did this weekend was over in the town I used to live in, over the hill here. My friend's daughter was in a Christmas parade that they hold over in that town, and him and my other friend, is his sister, they always go to this brewery that's over in that town. It's right on the main boulevard right there where the Christmas parade was going to be taking place. And they had there's a patio and they had a reserved spot. They're like, hey, you want to join? I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So wait, we could watch the parade, drink some beer, and there's gonna be a pizza tent. And I tell you what, this pizza company that had this tent, they make like these personal little pizzas, freaking delicious. I think David Portnoy would actually enjoy this pizza. Great pizza. So I did that at first, so I was there for a little bit. Then I came home. Then I got ready and I went over to some friend's house, and we were hanging out a little bit. And then we drove out to Palm Springs to hang out with one of my oldest friends, one of my really good best friends, because it was his birthday last week. So we went out to there and we, to hang out with him and go out and everything like that. So we did that. And then we came back, and this is my buddy Chris, and I think I've talked about him before. It's like what me and my buddy Chris like to do anytime that we hang out. We'll like sip whiskey until the wee hours of the night and listen to music. And for some reason, we were on a 90s alternative kick on Saturday night. We were on a 90s alternative kick. Even on the way home, we were playing like 90s rock, 90s alternative rock. And then we got home and we continued it. And we were sipping whiskey until about 3:30 in the morning. 3:30 in the morning. I don't stay up that late anymore. But hey, anytime I'm hanging out with my buddy Chris, that's what we do. We sip whiskey until the wee hours of the night and listen to music. So we did that, woke up the next day, and then we watched some football. And I was there watching football. We had some delicious breakfast burritos. Just absolutely amazing breakfast burritos. And then I left, came home, checked some things a little bit, and then I immediately got ready, and then I went over to Mama Film Junkee's house and had dinner with her and spent time with Mama Film Junkie. So I was like barely home this weekend. Jesus Christ, it was great. It was absolutely great. So yeah, just a good weekend. Just a good, fun little weekend, man. Got out of the house and everything. So good times, good times. You gotta love it. So anyways, so hopefully you guys had a good weekend too. All right, let's dive into it now. Let's dive into it, and we're going to dive into it. We're going to start it off. We're going to start off the tweets right now with a little bit of a bang, because this is pretty funny shit right here. We're going to start off with a little bit of first off, we just got a super chat right there. Mr. Shamagic, good to see you, brother. What's going on? Sup, Dave? Streaming in the man cave. You see what I did there? Hey, I like it. I like it. I like it, man. Always. And if you guys have not followed Shamagic right here, please do. He does some really good up-close magic and everything like that. Always great to see you in the chat, man. Always great to see you in the chat. And thank you for the $5 super chat. And happy holidays. Happy holidays. All right. So let's start off with a little bit of Deadpool right here. And, it's Deadpool. And Deadpool does Deadpool things. Ryan Reynolds, he's just really good at, sticking it and making the jokes and everything like that. If you guys saw this.
Woo! Benevolence is thirsty work.
Huh. Where to next?
Well, I thought we'd eliminate sick kids.
Oh, that's so up.
No. We're eliminating the sickness by encouraging people to donate. We're going to need some help. Because you and I are technically R-rated, and these are kids. Sick kids.
Oh, Linda
Did
Carter,
someone
what?
call for help?
Linda Carter! What the f*** are you? Aren't you a wonderful woman?
Okay, so what's the plan?
We're gonna help eliminate sick kids by raising money for Sick Kids Hospital.
What do you need me to do?
Don't be so obtuse.
So obtuse. Well, The Thing, if you don't mind.
The Thing.
Come on, lady, give us the sugar.
Yes.
Stand back. Here I go.
What's happening? She's gonna do it!
Whoops. That's not the Wonder Woman costume.
Who did this?
The DC lawyers, I knew it.
That's one fucking ugly sweater.
Yeah, it's probably the same guy that got Cavill and that other Batman. Let's ride.
Yes, donate before midnight, December 24th, and Ryan and Blake will match all donations up to $500,000. Good job, good job. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. And thank you for being a member, Eric, of course. But, again, Ryan Reynolds knows, he's just, to me, it's like, he just knows how to do some good, kind of marketing and stuff like that. To get Linda Carter, and then the ugly sweater she was wearing, Ryan Reynolds wore that a few years ago, and there's if you haven't seen it, he was wearing it, and there's a picture of him with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's wearing that, and of course, it's all funny stuff like that, but you gotta love it. And then, of course, the jokes against DC. Probably the guy who got Henry Cavill and that other Batman guy. You gotta love it. The jokes are there. The jokes are there. And thank you, Jose, for also being a member for the same amount of time. That was good. That was good. And then, yes, guys, Empire Magazine. Hey, they had 2 covers for the most anticipated movie of 2025. Am I right? It's not my most anticipated movie, but for some people, apparently it is. Captain America, Brave New World. So there you go. We got, of course, Anthony Mackie right there, and we got Han Solo Red Hulk right there as well. Interesting. All right, cool. That's fine. I actually like this one better. I like the ones that are drawn more. I like it when they do something like this. This is a better cover right there, but, they put it out there. But, sometimes these ones, it looks fine, but this one definitely is the better one. Definitely the better one. I'm rooting for, I'm still going to go see Captain America. I'm fine, but, I just don't know. Just with all the reshoots that you hear about and everything like that, I worry about it. But I hope for the best. That's all. And I make the joke because, there was that Fandango thing, that Fandango survey last week of what's your most anticipated movie of 2025. This one was number 1. And I'm like, well, not for me at least, but I get it. People are excited for it. It's fine. It's Marvel. It's Captain America. I understand it. And you want to see 2 goats? You want to see 2 goats in a picture right here? There's a reunion that happened, guys. A reunion of 2 freaking goats right here. And then it just kind of made me think one of these guys has a movie that he's going to be making right now. And I'm just kind of going maybe the person that he's with in this picture right here should be in that next movie, because I think he would actually be pretty perfect and it'd be a nice little reunion. That's right. Look at that. Zack Snyder and Gerard Butler had lunch together. And I'm just kind of going Zack, put him in the LAPD movie. And of course, Zack posted lunch with Leonidas, excited for Den of Thieves on January 10th. First Den of Thieves movie was good, I thought. So I'm actually really looking forward to him. I'm actually looking forward to that movie. I like the first one, so looking forward to it. Legends, absolute legends. And you know what, guys? I'm just saying, there's a lot of activity that's happening in our skies right now. All around the world, but, mainly in America, it seems like that. I don't know if you guys have kept up. Recently, I've gone down some serious rabbit holes when it comes to, you got orbs in the skies, you got UAPs, UFOs, and drones. All in the sky right now. Even a couple towns down from where I'm at, people reported some things in the sky. And I'm like, holy crap. And I've gone down those rabbit holes and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is it? Is it aliens? Is it military? Is it foreign? What's going on here? And you know what it is, guys? You know what it is? Because I forgot that Steven Spielberg is making a UFO movie. He's just using practical shit. That's just Steven Spielberg. fucking with us, using practical shit. Am I right? I don't know. But anyways, Steven Spielberg's upcoming UFO film will mark the return of course, filmmaker's classic sci-fi roots, reveals David Coep. It does harken back to maybe a different tone than what he's done lately, something he used to do that he hasn't done for a while, and I love hearing that. Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and then, of course, War of the Worlds, which I think is an excellent remake, and Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg, of course, but I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying maybe that's who it is. It's just Steven Spielberg doing some practical shit and testing it out and freaking us all out. I mean, it's maybe like, hey, it's some kind of meta thing. I don't know. Maybe that's what's going on. Who knows? It's kind of freaky, though, man. Well, what's going on with all these drones? I'm sure it's definitely government shit, but yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. And then speaking of Captain America Brave New World, this is a good poster. I like this kind of old school looking poster. That's a good poster right there. That should be in all movie theaters right there. I mean, I think that if you're going to put out a poster, that's an awesome poster. I'm just saying. Put that one out there. Better poster than the other ones, I would say. Probably the best looking poster. All right, what else we got? Oh, yeah, we already talked about that, I think. Yeah, we already talked about that. It's a Jim Carrey thing, that's all. Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, well, they're going to re-team with Sean Levy, and we already heard that was actually going to happen in a non-Marvel movie. And now we got details from the Hollywood Reporter on what that movie is actually going to be. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds will star in a new film together, Boy Band. The film follows members of a boy band who reunite when they are middle-aged men. All right. Fine by me. Sounds fun. Fun. Sounds kind of fun. We'll see what happens, We've seen that premise before, but then again, a lot of premises we've seen before. So maybe they'll do something different, and I'm kind of curious who else is going to be in this boy band. That's what I wonder. Who else is going to be in this boy band? We got them two. Obviously, I would say Hugh Jackman is going to be the lead because, well, he knows how to sing. We know that. And he's the older one. So I'm just kind of wondering who else is going to be part of this boy band. You need what? 3 other people at least? 3 other guys? Maybe 3 other guys? But Hugh Jackman is definitely the lead. He's definitely the lead in this. Mark Wahlberg, you think so? Could be. He's up there too, yeah. And, he was, technically, Mark Wahlberg was supposed to be a new kid on the block. I mean, Donnie, and his brother Donnie ended up being that. But if you actually go down that rabbit hole, Mark was supposed to be in the band too, but then he got arrested and thrown into prison. So, And then, yes, guys, Chris Evans, of course, is going to be returning to the MCU in Avengers Doomsday, which a lot of us aren't shocked about. And there is a rumor out there, Scooper, whatever the hell, Scooperman, this kind of thing, and I think we all kind of assumed that he would not be coming back as Steve Rogers, full-on Captain America, full-on good guy. He's most likely going to be playing maybe a villain role, maybe something like that. And there's a rumor that he is going to be playing the Nomad role. But, somebody else is actually going to be returning as well. That's been reported also. And actually, too, when it came to the news of all this stuff like that with Chris Evans returning, there was actually apparently at one point when it came to the MCU that they were going to bring back Chris Evans in his very own movie, the return of like a Captain America. And then, of course, who were they going to bring back too? Of course, Miss Hayley Atwell as Peggy Carter coming back too. And apparently now it's been confirmed, at least within the trades, that she's actually going to be returning for Avengers Doomsday as well. And I don't know, guys, for some reason, and this might just be me, but I feel like I'm more excited for her return than his. I don't know why. Maybe you guys can explain to me why I'm more excited for that. I mean, maybe I just got enough of Chris Evans as Captain America. Maybe I didn't get enough of Hayley Atwell as Peggy. I don't know. I just feel like I'm a little bit more excited for her return than his. I can't quite put my finger on it or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out sooner or later. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I am excited for her to return. You know, just saying. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, she's wearing a nice bracelet right there. Pretty earrings and everything too. Yeah, sure. So she's returning. Okay. So good to have her back. Good to have her back. Anyways, okay. Oh, I like to talk about Mr. Vega Official. If you're not following him, he's on Instagram. And again, you know, when it comes to things that are happening with DC that we can very much be excited about, and when it comes to Snyderverse stuff that, of course, you know, Snyderverse stuff's not happening right now, at least right now. Maybe something in the future could return in the future with everything that's going on. You never know what could have happened. But what I like about Mr. Vega Official is he continues to do his stuff when it comes to the Snyderverse and other people as well. And that's what I love. I love that fans are taking it upon themselves to continue stories and tell stories within the Snyderverse and doing some pretty awesome animation and everything. And Mr. Vega Official, and you know, not just him. This is also from Boan, I think is Boan Edits as well, that is also helping with this. And then, of course, there's some voice acting and everything like that. And there's some really cool stuff. So check this out right here. Ooh, look at that. So we got some Flash in the Nightmare costume Flash that is running through the Speed Force, and it looks like he's running into the Batcave right there. And we got Evil Superman also right there, so that just looks freaking awesome. I mean, look at how good that looks. Look at how freaking good that looks. The running, the movement looks really good. The movement in that looks so cool. Looks so cool. And that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, you know? You got people, you know, instead of just like, you know, tearing down what's happening right now in the DCU, they're taking it upon themselves to be like, okay, if you're not going to do it, we're going to do it. And that's what I love. I love it. Yeah, take it upon yourself. The technology's there. It's at your disposal. Everything's there for you to do. So, hey, if they ain't going to do it, hey, you do it. And that's what's great. I love it. Absolutely love it, man. Total respect. Total respect. And you know who also I respect too? You know who I respect big time? And I could just, you know, how it just makes me love the guy more. Makes me love the guy more. We got Sonic 3 that's coming out this week. Looking forward to it. Seeing on Thursday, of course. And, you know, we got the return of Idris Elba as Knuckles. That, you know, his voice, great. You know, he's got that voice. He's got that recognizable voice. Idris Elba. This is how awesome he is. This is how awesome Idris Elba is. When he's recording his voice, doing the voice acting for Knuckles, he's wearing Knuckles' freaking gloves.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Yes!
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Talk about method acting. I mean, geez, that's some method acting right there. Method voice acting. Freaking A. Love Idris Elba right there. That's so good. That's so freaking good. That's so freaking good. All right. Keep going. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting to the point of all the stuff I'm going to be talking about tonight. I think that's it. This might be it for the tweets. Because it's been, well, we got this right here. This is pretty cool. Because we mustn't forget the movie that I'm very much looking forward to when it comes to Christmas Day, because there is quite a bit of movies. I really don't understand why they put a bunch of movies on Christmas Day. Maybe it's because it's like the last day they can fit movies in, so then maybe they can get nominated for awards. That could be part of it. But there's a lot of movies coming out Christmas Day, and my top movie that I want to see, and I definitely will see it. I'm not going to see it on Christmas Day. I'll see it the day after, most likely. And I'll probably, I have like a 5-day weekend, so I'm probably going to, visit the movies more than once. But we got NOSFERATU, of course. And Nosferatu, the official Nosferatu Twitter account, said, welcome to the crypt, a look into the exclusive Nosferatu Crypt Dinner in New York City this past weekend. Check this out. Imagine going to this right here. Dressing up, having some drinks and doing all this. Ooh, screechy violins. There you go. That would have been awesome to attend. Looks like a good time. Dark. Jeez. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because everything else that I posted, yeah, that's all going to be stuff we're going to be talking about. So there you go. That's all we're going to talk about when it comes to at least random tweets like that. All right. So let's dive into it. Let's dive into it, guys. Let's dive into it. So we got DCU stuff. Okay. Let's start off here. Let's start off when it comes to DCU talk, because like I said, I had a pretty busy weekend, so I was fairly disconnected from social media, Twitter, obviously, especially, because when I'm home, I got my Twitter page up, and sometimes I got to be like, okay, I got to walk away. But when I'm home, obviously, I'm looking and seeing what's happening on Twitter and stuff like that. But I told you guys I had a pretty busy weekend, so it allowed me to really disconnect when it came to Twitter. And so yesterday when I was looking at things, so we have a couple of things that I kind of wanted to go over. First off, can we stop? Can we stop it with the whole Matt Reeves Batman merging into the DCU? Because that was a thing that was happening over the weekend, because people were taking theories from good old Grace Randolph, and John Campea. Both of them on their shows had theories of like, oh, they think that eventually, because Matt Reeves keeps on being added to the mix when it comes to producing, like when it comes to the Clayface movie, which we talked about. We talked about the Clayface movie and the fact that he's going to be producing the Clayface movie. So on their shows, they think that, oh, it's going to be merging. It's going to be merging because of what's happening with Matt Reeves. And I'm just going, no. And then, of course, people were passing it around like, oh, there's a rumor it's going to happen because they're saying so. It's like, no, they just had theories. That's it. It was just theories. And then it wasn't, she even said she was guessing. So people were just running with that, which I thought, no, please don't run with that. And I don't know. I guess it's going to have to take Creature Commandos to have its entire first season run before people start realizing, okay, yeah, Robert Pattinson's Batman is not going to be the DCU Batman. I'm just saying. Maybe after Creature Commandos comes out, people will realize, yeah, probably not. You know, that could be what needs to happen. But I'm just like, can we stop it? I mean, I don't know how many times James Gunn has said that he wants Elseworld stories, and it would be so stupid if they did that, because what is working when it comes to DC, at least before we get the new DC stuff, the things that were working is Matt Reeves' universe, okay? The Batman was successful. The Penguin is successful because a lot of people watched it, nominated for all kinds of awards. Hey, guess what? You know, so why even ruin that? But yeah, the fact of the matter is, it is kind of cool. It is really cool. And I love the fact that Matt Reeves is going to be part of DC Studios for like probably the next 10 years, okay? Not only was it the Batman stuff, his own universe that he's created, he also helped get the Caped Crusader out there, and now he's going to be producing Dynamic Duo, and he's producing the Clayface movie. And if they do anything with that Arkham series movie, whatever the hell they do with that Arkham, if anything even happens with that, He'll be most likely a part of that. It seems like anything Batman, Matt Reeves is a part of. And I love the fact that it's different versions of Batman. It's like, yeah, I got my version right here, but I'll help this version over here. I'll help this version right here. I love that. I absolutely love that. So can we put that, let's just put that to bed, okay? Let's put it to bed. And, you know, and things that frustrate me, I saw a tweet this weekend, and I tell you what, and I hate to say it, I just hate to say it, you know, it's not like I haven't said it before, but there's something. So, like, I saw a tweet with somebody I used to be, you know, an acquaintance with, you know, somebody part of the movement, the Snyder Cut movement. I saw a tweet from this person. We don't follow each other anymore. It's all fallen off. But I saw this tweet, and I was like scrolling through my For You, or I saw somebody retweet it, and I couldn't believe when I read it. And I was like, oh, my God, what are we doing here? I think sometimes I feel like there are people that have lost the messaging that the release of Snyder Cut movement had. You know, I mean, I know the movement was all about getting Zack's movie out. Absolutely. But it was also just to bring light of the injustice that he went through. And there was justice for Zack and getting his movie out there, and the fact that Warner Brothers really fucked him over, and especially with everything that happened with him. And then, of course, create awareness of suicide prevention and all that stuff. But I think some people have just like kind of just lost that messaging, because one of the big factors is the fact that we're bringing to light of studios not allowing their creators, their directors, to just do their thing. And all the studio interference and just effing up all kinds of stuff like that. And I saw a tweet where somebody was saying that Matt Reeves is getting Zack Snydered. What? Like, seriously, what the hell? Like, are you seriously going to be comparing that? Like, Matt Reeves, he's excited to do Dynamic Duo. He's going to be doing Clayface. Yes, I know it's taken a while for the Batman Part 2 to come out, but I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What are we doing here? Like, what the hell? He is not even close. And talk about just to me, that was like, wow, that's disrespectful for what actually happened with Zack. And I'm like, some people have lost the messaging. Some people, and I get disappointed when I see shit like that. And then, of course, they want the DCU to fail. They want James Gunn to fail. They want all this stuff to fail. And I'm like, again, missing the messaging. Let the creators do the creative thing. Okay, you might not like it, and I'm saying you don't have to like it. That's fine. That's why I said last week, I was like, you know, kudos to the friends that I made through the movement that decided to just be like, hey, this is not for me. I'm not going to really talk about it. Kudos to those people, man. But there's some people that just like, they want it to fail, and I'm like, do you remember what we were kind of fighting for? Part of the messaging for the Snyder Cut? It was all about letting the creators do their thing, you know? Let's see if it works. There's a chance that Superman might bomb. There's a chance. Of course there's a chance. But, you know, let's let things play out. Man, it's just like, holy Lord. Yeah. It's like, we forgot about the messaging when it came to all that. So, okay, so got that little rant off my chest when I saw that. I was like, wow, that is just, he is not. He is being he's been given producing. The dude is... Yeah, he's not getting what happened to Zack back in 2016. Are you fucking kidding? Or 2017, 2016, 2017. It's not happening. That is not happening at all. So there's that. And then the next thing that I saw when I was like scrolling through, and then I made a comment on, and I had some people in my mentions, and it was just something, it's not even anything that's huge or anything like that. I saw like people, you know, it was brought up, you know, because I've talked about it numerous times, you know, when it comes to actors that get into superhero shape or, you know, stuff like that, you know, it's the worst kept secret in Hollywood that, hey, you know, when some of these guys get into the superhero shape in a short amount of time, they get a little help. It's not just fucking protein powder and chicken breasts, okay? It's not just that. It might be a little help when it comes to certain things. Now, it's not ever the same, okay? It's not ever the same when it comes to that. So I made the joke of like, you know, because I saw the tweet where, and then, you know, talking with people in my mentions that, you know, Henry Cavill, oh yeah, he didn't take anything. It was strictly just all. And I was like, but there was a short amount of time when it came to Man of Steel, at least. So it was funny because all I was saying was maybe there was just a little bit of testosterone in the mix, okay? Which is perfectly legal, okay? Perfectly legal and perfectly safe to add a little testosterone to all the protein and calories you're eating, okay? Perfectly legal. It is a legal thing. And, you know, even like when men get over 40 and you start losing that testosterone, you can do the TRT. As long as you're doing it at a, you know, you're not abusing it, it's not going to get, some people might call it a steroid. It's not really unless you're just abusing the absolute shit out of it, where it can have adverse effects to your health. So I was just like, okay, I just thought maybe there was like a little help just to get it. Because one thing, if you notice, and it was always a thing that I noticed when it came to Cavill, especially when you see that shirtless, you know, especially when it comes to the oil rig scene, and then of course the scene after when he steals the clothes, that is the biggest that Henry Cavill is when he's playing Superman. If you notice in BVS and Justice League, he is smaller. He is smaller. And it was kind of funny too because, you know, obviously you could talk about The Witcher. He did get bigger for that. But it was funny because there was like a video of a YouTube channel that I watched called More Plates, More Dates. Guy named Derek. It's a popular YouTube channel. He talks about this. He talks about actors and stuff like that. And he'll break it down because he'll like notice things. If you actually go and watch his video he did about like 3 years ago or so, he was basically saying what I was saying too, that maybe like when it came to Man of Steel, that maybe like he had a little help with just some testosterone just to get him there. But for the most part, he was going, but he didn't see anything outrageous when it came to Cavill. And that's what I was kind of getting at. But of course, you know, you get people in your mentions. And I got one in particular guy in there that was like not happy with what I said. And then of course you go to his profile and you go, well, yeah, of course your Superman doesn't do it. You know, it's like one of those things because obviously there's a clear bias there. And then of course he said something, why is it always the guys who don't lift that comment about this? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. What? Now you just made fun of my physique? You just insulted my physique? Jeez. I mean, I try a little bit. I mean, I lift things every now and again. I mean, Jesus Christ. Hurt my feelings, why don't you? My God. Anyways, no, but it was just kind of funny because he said that. I was like, geez, insult. All right. I'm just saying, there might have just been a little bit at the beginning, but even in that same video, he said the same thing I did, that when you look at Cavill in BVS and in Justice League, he has just like a normal, like, you know, he's not as he was in Man of Steel, but I would say that, yeah, he's mainly done the natural way. And because he's not even like ridiculously shredded. He's not Hugh Jackman or fucking Chris Hemsworth or those guys. Those guys took some more shit. And that's the thing is like, it's different, you know? But if you need to like gain some mass in a little bit amount of time, yeah, you might have to take a little bit of like tea just to like help it out right there. But they're not taking fucking Dwayne Johnson type of, you know, concoctions. Dwayne Johnson, he's taking some shit. Chris Hemsworth, especially for Thor 4, Jesus Christ. Hugh Jackman, you know, let's face it. It's just like one of those things. So, geez, don't get offended because maybe he took a little testosterone. That's all. No big deal. And then there was another controversy that happened over the weekend. And I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm getting at here. I'm trying to find it. Jeez, where is it at? There it is. So then a little controversy that happened over the weekend, which was like, oh man, it's just funny how stuff like this can kind of happen right here. It can happen, but well, we got this image right here. What the hell is that? Oh, that's David Cornsweet, Clark Kent. What? Is that an official look? Of course it's not. Now, originally, it was thought to be just AI. And when I saw it on my, scrolling through my For You, and I saw people claiming that it's actually a first look and, of course, shitting on it and all this kind of stuff. Even people who have, might have platforms like mine that were actually saying that was exactly that. Had no idea where the source came from. And the source was from Aaron Bailey. And we all know who Aaron Bailey is. I talk about his art all the time. He's been on the Vox stream. Aaron Bailey is a friend. He's a friend. And this is actually not AI It's not AI art. He didn't like just type it in and that's what. He actually made this through Photoshop. And it's funny because I am not upset with Aaron at all. Not upset with Aaron at all. Believe me. He'll do edits, and he does some really good edits, which I've featured on here, and he'll have controversial edits. I always give him shit about that fucking Barry Keoghan Joker edit that he did because everybody uses that, and he combined 2 shots to make his face, and it looks absolutely ridiculous, and people still use that to this day, and I hate when I see it, so I'll give him shit on that. He also did like removing the trunks off David Cornsweat's suit, and I've talked about that, and I even clipped it out, and that his tweet blew up, my videos blew up when it came to that. So he's done that. So I'm not even upset with him at all, you know, at all. I even told him, I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was you that did it. I just saw people that were posting it, making it seem like this was actually an official look at David Cornsweat's Clark Kent, and then people were believing it because there are people out there, again, that want to use everything they can to destroy this movie and shit on it, and hopefully, and hoping that, again, losing the message of what we, you know, we're trying to, you know, emphasize when it came to the whole movement and everything like that. But what's funny about this image, not that far off. It's actually not that far off if you actually think about it. The only thing is, his hair, thicker. His hair is very much thicker. The glasses don't quite look like that. And he's thicker. You know, put a little heft on him. He's bigger. Let's face it. David Cornsweat, biggest Superman we're going to have to date. 6 foot, 4 or 5? Dude's huge. And we saw the behind the scenes. So everything is thicker. Everything should be thicker when it comes to that. So, but, you know, it was just like that. But, you know, and I know, like, you know, he's not fully on board with everything that's going on. And I know he, you know, there's some times where I just kind of go like, dude, maybe not do that. But at the same time, it was just kind of funny when all that, because even like when it came to all this, James Gunn got sent this to him. And it was mainly because people were emphasizing it. But somebody said like, hi, James Gunn. And there's an image of David Cornsweat as Clark Kent circulating on the internet. And I was wondering if it's actually legit or not. So excited to watch the teaser trailer. I hope you're keeping well. Looks like something from The Sims. People can't tell that's not real? And yes, that's me letting you know that it's not real. Of course, the same people that were passing around this got upset with James Gunn. Like, he's a douche for saying it like that. I'm like, did he need to say it like that? Nah, probably not. But it can be, I can understand it's probably kind of frustrating when he gets shit like that sent to him and everything. So, yeah. So it's just kind of funny. It's just kind of funny when that shit gets passed around like that. But again, I'm like, why? I mean, there's just people that just want to use anything they can, and they won't even, I mean, I don't know if they're, you know, there's a thing called stupid or liar. It's like, are you just being stupid because you so blindly hate all this stuff? Or are you just lying because you hate all this stuff? I mean, either way, it sucks. If you're stupid or you're just lying, it's not going to help your cause in the long run. That's what I just don't wonder. That's what I just wonder. I'm like, why? Why? I get it. You don't like this stuff. Fine. Perfectly fine. You don't have to. Critique it all you want, but if you're actually going to go up and see images like that when you know it's actually fake, that's not going to help your cause, especially when you get called out from it. It's like, what are we doing here? So those were just some things that were brought about when it came to this weekend, seeing everything around. So no Matt Reeves Batman. Robert Pattinson's Batman is not going to be the DCU Batman. Henry Cavill, hey, for the most part, natural, but maybe he had a little testosterone at the beginning. Who cares? Perfectly legal, perfectly safe. It's not Dwayne Johnson and what he's using. And then when it comes to that AI image, let's stop looking at stuff like that, because there's going to be more. AI keeps on advancing, so, and that's not even an AI image. I'm just saying there's other images out there that are going to be AI has just gotten better, and don't use that to shit on something you don't like, because it's just not good. Anyways, all right, done with all those grievances. Now we got Lanterns and Kyle Chandler, Hal Jordan. I know some people are like, I don't know about this. And we're kind of wondering, okay, so that's going to be gearing up to film, I think, at the beginning of next year sometime. And Kyle Chandler, well, hello, Hal Jordan. There was a recent picture of Kyle Chandler right there, rocking the beard, rocking the salt and pepper look right there. And looking pretty close to, well, the image that they were using when they were announcing the slate right there. And yeah, looking pretty good to me. I think it's going to be great. I think the chemistry between them two are going to be pretty good. I think, like, when it comes, if I had to pick, Superman included, I mean, lanterns, I would be like, to me, that's almost like number one. I mean, it could vary, but I'm just saying, like, there's something about this lantern show that I'm going, oh man, this is actually going to be something pretty damn good and something pretty special. I'm very much looking forward to Superman, but man, especially after Superman, I'm really looking forward to lanterns. And I think Kyle Chandler is going to be an excellent Hal Jordan. So he's looking pretty good. He's looking good right there. All right. And I think that's pretty much it, right? I think that might be pretty much it when it comes to all the other stuff that I wanted to talk about. Let me just, I'm just kind of doing a run through of tweeties. Well, I mean, we could talk about a little bit like this. I mean, obviously, we know that James Gunn officially announced the Clayface movie. And then I love this image right here, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe, just maybe, we'll get that Batman in there. I talked about that on the Vodka stream, which I thought, okay, yeah, do we need Batman to be introduced in his own movie? I actually would think, oh, something different, something, maybe he'll get introduced into another movie, a movie that has to do with a fairly popular Batman villain that we haven't seen on the big screen that could really, and you got Mike Flanagan writing the damn thing. And then I'm just kind of going like, and they might make the movie for about $40 million? To me, that's smart. And that's something different. And that's just me right there. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it when it comes to that. Yeah, comes to that. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into the Superman stuff. So, this was happening, of course, today on the Warner Brothers lot at their little movie theater that if you take the tour, you'll pass by this building right here. And they, of course, put this on the marquee. Welcome to DC Studios Superman exclusive teaser trailer preview. And, of course, it happened today. And naturally, there's going to be more things that happen today. So let's talk about that. So first off, let's see. James Gunn. So we have James Gunn, and he posted the first official motion poster, and with the tagline, "Look up." Simple, straight to the point. Look up. And of course, here's the poster right here with the score. Ooh, a little bit of goosebumps. And I will say right there, love what the DC Studios logo looks like right there. And I hope, because I know like the opening with Superman breaking the trains and stuff like that, I know that's supposed to be like the official like opening of all that. But I do like the fact that they customized the DC Studios logo, and I hope they do that. Well, I think they are going to do that. They did that with the Penguin. They made it red, so they're definitely going to do that. So, this poster is pretty sexy. Pretty sexy poster, and I do love the fact that they don't really emphasize the chonies. The Tonys are a little hidden, you know, with all the lighting right there, but I love the spectrum-looking lighting right there. Of course, it's, you know, it's Alex Ross inspired. The thing that kind of tripped me out, though, too, is like, is he actually flying in the air, or is he just standing about to leap up in the air? Kind of confused by that. I won't lie, that sometimes I'm like, is he about to take off, or is he taking off? I don't know. Not a big deal, but I love the whole blurred little spectrum kind of lighting right here. Looks great. Like the tagline, the font, everything. James Gunn film. And the suit looks better. The suit looks better here. It doesn't look baggy. It looks like it's... But of course, he is doing that. So I don't think it's going to always look like that. But it looks really good right there. The emblem looks good on the chest. Everything looks good. David Cornsweet looks really good right there. And then when it comes to... the score, the theme, the everything right here. I mean, I said it in my little video earlier. I love the effect that has too. But this does have a Hans Zimmer feel to it at the beginning. And when you have the lady right here humming the verse, you can tell, especially when it gets right here. You could hear the John Williams. So I'm kind of going like, oh, okay. So are they utilizing officially the John Williams score? Do I necessarily like that? No. I want a definitive, like, David Cornsweet, James Gunn, Superman score. But at the same time, are they changing it up and modernizing it a little bit? And not just slapping the same old score to this movie? No, they're not. And I'm kind of going like, all right. Well, I don't hate that. At least. You know, at least they're doing something with it because it does sound pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I do hope there is a definitive score, but it sounds like they might just be doing like a modern version of the Superman John Williams theme. I mean, this is what? Jack Murphy that is doing this theme right here? And like I said in my earlier video, I was like, well, I mean, I said he's got to find that balance between Donner and Snyder. Maybe that's what they like kind of came up with when it came to that. Oh, yeah. Feels like John Williams, but it's new and it's kind of different and stuff like that. All right. Interesting. It's interesting. And then, of course, Gunn posted this right here, kind of showing our little introduction when it comes to, the Fortress of Solitude. You hear the wind blowing. You have the emblem. Look up! Teaser trailer Thursday. Ow. Yep, teaser trailer, and, you know, there's already some people kind of talking about it. I'm not going to say anything. All I know is, I'll say this, guys. This is all I'm going to say. Anybody that's worried about a jokey, cringy, goofy trailer, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about that. You're not going to have to worry about that. That's all I'm going to really say. I think we're in for something pretty good. Yeah. I think it's going to be something that, it's going to be like, ooh, interesting. All right. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. And let's see. All right. So we got all that. So we got the trailer. And then, of course, people were posting, like, textless versions. You can get a version on your phone. I thought this was pretty cool right here. This one guy named Juan Edits posted this today, and I thought this was pretty cool. Check this out.
When you're walking through your life, it's easy to feel like you're going through the motions, right? Like it doesn't really mean anything. But when I was a kid, I grew up on a farm in Missouri, so we had to drive a half hour to get to the picture show. And when I looked up at that enormous screen, I suddenly knew what life was supposed to feel like, what being alive was supposed to mean. It was like there was something somewhere out there waiting for me. That's what being alive is supposed to mean. I held my first hand at the movie theater. I had my first kiss at a movie theater. I don't know. What I do know is this. Every time I leave the picture show, I feel better than I did walking in.
Come on. That was great. That was great. So you have David Cornsweet, not sure what movie this was that they pulled this little monologue for, but it kind of shows like, you know, him giving an awesome little monologue about going to the movies, and then you're splicing in all previous cinematic, well, there's also Smallville in there too, but you're like showing like different, I mean, with that new score in there. So I was like, come on. That was pretty damn good right there. That's good stuff. That's pretty good stuff right there. And then let's see what else we got. Of course, they have the hashtags. You have Superman, Superman film, Superman movie, Clark Kent, and Crypto. Crypto, because they all get the Superman emblem if you type that in. And by the way, when it comes to that John Murphy, not Jack Murphy, John Murphy, when it comes to, apparently it's called Dicey Questions, because he shared that. It's called Dicey Questions. That's what the title of that track is. So I'm kind of wondering, is it the official score? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It is very interesting. And then, of course, if you want to see something beautiful, I mean, we already saw the beautiful poster, but, you know, we got the beautiful Miss Rachel Brosnahan right here. She was at the event today, the press event today, and so she took some pictures, and there's a picture of the actual poster right there as well. There's another shot of her right there. My God! Today in LA, Superman press. Hi. She's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we have that right there. And then let's see. Not that. Where am I at? Here. There was something else I wanted to bring up. There's that. What else? Oh yeah. There's a official Superman website. They got the website up. And of course, you could do a thing where you subscribe to some DC thing that I got an email from something you subscribe to, like a certain DC website, to get updates. You get a message from a written message from James Gunn. But they have the SupermanMovie.net, and they have the official counter right there. So that looks like it's going to be the official website for Superman. So that's cool. But yeah, they do have like another thing. But yeah, I really like what they did right there with the DC Studios logo. Pretty freaking cool. And then you got Spider Monkey, who made his own little version of the Superman poster right there. That's pretty cool. Added like the whole effect that they had with the whole spectrum and everything like that. That's pretty sweet. Cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said. And then there's like, this was passed around right here. The first official, essentially, I guess these are like the first official Superman posters for all the movies, all 4 of the movies. They don't miss. Neither one of these, all these are killer posters, okay? The original, Superman Returns, great poster. You know, the movie was questionable, of course. Of course, Man of Steel. And then, of course, now we have the new Superman poster. All just freaking awesome posters right there. Every one of them. Every one of those posters. Excellent. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. How are we feeling about it? The John Murphy channel has like an extra second or two. Yeah, I heard you kind of hear like a real big buildup, and it's like, it starts going like that. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, it does sound pretty cool. It does sound pretty cool. So yeah, if you actually go there, you can actually do that. It's not, yeah, like I said, it's like 1 or 2 seconds. It just kind of goes boom, like you hear like a boom. So I'm really curious to hear what the trailer, what's going to be playing over the trailer specifically. I'm like, all right, that should be cool. But yeah, we won't play too much of it, you know. Go check it out. It looks good, right? But you know, yeah, I think the trailer's gonna, and I think that, you know, find that balance. I'm hoping that Gunn found that balance between Donner and Snyder, and I think that balance, what that tone's gonna be, is Superman the Animated Series. And I've been saying that for a while. And I'm really hoping, and it's sounding like that is the balance that is gonna be there. Again, I hope there's like a different definitive Superman theme for this Superman, and they don't just, it's not just like a different kind of John Williams. Although I think it's that sounded pretty damn awesome right there. I will say that. But I guess we'll see. We shall see, folks. But yeah, come Thursday, it's going to be pure madness again. I wonder if they're going to be releasing anything else tomorrow or Wednesday. If anything else comes out, I guess we'll see. But I will be doing a trailer reaction. I'll get my ass up early and be ready to go, and I'll post a trailer reaction to it. So look forward to that. Definitely look forward to that. And I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of other trailer reactions and everything too. So should be fun. Should be a fun day. Like I said, I've been seeing mainly positive, which is good. It's good, you know. Again, one of the things that we always talked about during the movement time is, hey, let us like what we like, you know. Let us like what we like. Let us be excited for what we like, you know, when it came to pushing back and defending, you know, Zack and what he was doing and what he did with the characters, you know. So let's show that now over here. I'm just saying. That's so hard of a request? I know that some people are just like, you know, fuck that. No, I'm going to shit on this thing like crazy. But I'm just like, well, then you missed the messaging. You just missed the messaging then. It's all good, though. All right, now we got the box office and Kraven the Hunter. Well, Jesus. Oh, Kraven the freaking Hunter. Yep, that's right. Oops. Yeah, let's just say. Not so good. Not so good. I mean, I think we all kind of knew. I just didn't think I thought it was going to maybe touch $20 million domestic, maybe get that second spot in the box office, but it did not. It got the third spot. Could not defeat Wicked or Moana 2, $11 million domestic. That's right. I told you guys, when me and my dad saw it, we were the only ones in the movie theater. Only ones there. $26 million worldwide. Yeah, I thought maybe there would be something there. No, nobody cared. Nobody cared. And then, of course, you had the Lord of the Rings, the War of the Rohirrim. I mean, that was pretty limited, too. Didn't really... It's an animated feature. 10 million, too. 10 million, too. So, there's that. So, there you go. But apparently, even though it was reported that the Sony was going to stop doing these movies, no, that's not going to happen. Apparently, that was misreported, and they're going to probably continue to do it because, well, I mean, there's a way that they're making money out of all of this. And then there was a rumor, too, that they might start introducing their own Spider-Man. And some people were like, dude, just do Andrew Garfield. And I'm like, no. Don't bring Andrew Garfield into this garbage. Are you kidding me? Do you think he actually would want to be the Spider-Man in these movies? I mean, yeah, I guess they could try to improve them, but I don't trust Sony, okay? If Sony's going to bring back Andrew Garfield, it better just be like his own continuation of his own story, and they get some fucking good writers and a good director, and they don't fuck with it like they've done in the past. I don't want to bring back Andrew Garfield into that madness, okay? Because he's too precious. He's too precious, our little baby boy. Or, you know, my favorite Spider-Man, a lot of people's favorite live-action Spider-Man. Come on. Let's not do that. Let's not do that to him. Yeah, it's too much. Bleh. Bleh. And I saw people, I'm like, no, don't bring him into this. Please don't do that. Don't bring him into that. But hey, maybe something can happen. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it. Let's see, where are we at? There we go. And then finally, guys, I'm looking forward to this. I don't know. I'm just really looking forward to this movie. Obviously, I haven't watched any of the new Cobra Kai that's come out this season, but I do plan on catching up. Obviously, Cobra Kai took the world by storm. It's something that looked like it was not going to work at first, but then it ended up working, and now it's one of the biggest Netflix series, and it was just great to bring how they've been able to expand the Karate Kid universe. It's just beyond me. But then, of course, we know that Karate Kid Legends is coming out, and I would say that it's probably it's definitely in my top 10 anticipated movies of next year. And the fact that they're going to combine universes, because obviously we had the Jackie Chan version, And he's going to be coming back as Mr. Han. And he's going to be coming back. And, of course, we're going to have Ralph Macchio in it. Love the poster. And now we got our first look from Entertainment Weekly right here. We had some couple of shots. Sorry, they're kind of small. But we got a shot right there of, I forgot what the kid's name is that is playing the Karate Kid. And there, of course, is Jackie Chan. And there is Ralph Macchio right there. Just pretty cool stuff. And look at that. So he's going to be fighting on like some kind of skyscraper rooftop. That's pretty sweet. I love that. So there you go. You know, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it just to see how anything Jackie Chan. I think the fact that they were like, fuck it, we're going to combine and bring him in. And apparently his character knew Mr. Miyagi. So it was like, okay, so how do you do all that? And then, of course, there's a chance that we might get a Mr. Miyagi like prequel thing. That was like a rumored thing. But yeah, apparently Mr. Han right here actually knows that, he was actually friends or, knew Mr. Miyagi. So that's what's going to be interesting too. So yeah, looking forward to that, and saw those images and I was like, all right, sweet. I like it. Seems like it's going to be interesting. So. All right, and that's it. Stranger Things 2025, yep, definitely is. He better be in the final 5 episodes of Cobra Kai then. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to show up in the show, but we'll see. We shall see. He might. He probably, I mean, this is supposed to take place 5 years later, I think. That's what they said, like 5 years after the events of the remaining Cobra Kai. The remaining Cobra Kai. All right, let's get to some Twitter questions. Starting off with RJ right here. How would you rank the original Christopher Reeve Superman movies? My ranking would go 1, 2, Donner Cut, 4, and 3. Yes, 4 is better than 3. At least it's funny bad. Mine would actually not be that different. It'd probably be the same, but, I would probably make an argument that the Donner Cut would be, I would switch the Donner Cut and the official second one release. But I would actually be okay with your ranking right here, because I think I just watched regular Superman 2 more than I did the Donner Cut, to be honest. But I have an appreciation for the Donner Cut, of course. It's a little, it can be deemed as a little messy, but I think but I'm totally with you. Superman 3 fucking sucks so bad. I mean, it was a Richard Pryor movie that had Superman in it. Totally, it's bullshit. Superman 4, I like Superman 4. I watched that one way more than I watched Superman 3. Nuclear Man, are you kidding me? Hell yeah. Eric, hey Dave, like me, you've probably listened to many YouTube musicians doing blends of Zimmer and Williams themes. Yes, I have. Honestly, the motion poster music reminds me of the best of those, using Zimmer's piano, da 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 in the background. Yeah, dun 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 dun. Yeah, Williams in the foreground. Yeah, like I said, it's not a bad. I definitely don't hate it. Kenny, love the teaser poster for Superman 2025. Can't wait for the teaser trailer Thursday. I'm with you on that one, buddy. Rewind releases. Do you think DC Studios could ever become top dog over Marvel? And that's going to be an uphill battle, that's for sure. But I mean, even Marvel Studios is kind of struggling right now. So I don't know if, it has potential. It definitely has potential. Darkness Under the Wind. Dave, question 1. Do you think from what we saw in the beginning of Creature Commandos to when we eventually reach the show's conclusion, we see heavy buildup to the first Wonder Woman movie? I mean, they might be laying a little bit of groundwork right there, for sure, with the, Sons of Themyscira. Question 2, there's a theory going around that Waller will form that iconic feud between her and every hero on Earth due to the visions in Creature Commandos. Do you see that being true, and would you want the feud to start like that or differently? No, I think that there's that does kind of make sense. And, you want to keep Viola Davis, right? You don't want to get rid of Viola Davis. So, yeah, make her a crucial, villain for this DCU. Question 3, in the MCU reboot, which team do you think needs to be the main focus for the first for the first to third place? I would say X-Men, 100%. Put the Avengers last. X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers. We already got plenty of Avengers. Question 4, with the Clayface movie confirmed for the DCU, do you think we will get build up to it in Creature Commandos and get build up to Brave and the Bold in that movie and in Deathstroke? Yeah. See, Gunn still hasn't mentioned anything about Deathstroke and Bane, that whole thing. He's kind of been mum about that. But, it is interesting. It's like, hey, build your Batman, not just by, hey, here's Batman, but building it with, some of the characters. I don't mind that, to be honest. Logan, I see a lot of people saying Reeves' Batman wouldn't fit in a wider DCU because it's too grounded. However, Gunn has noticed he wants the DCU to have a variety of tones. Would that not include a grounded take like Batman, personally? I don't see a problem with merging the two. I mean, there's an argument for it. There is an argument for it, I will say. But I don't know. I still think that, I think from the first Batman and even the Penguin, it just doesn't seem like having like the more fantastical elements to Batman, like Clayface or Superman and stuff like that. To me, it just still doesn't feel like there's a place for all that there. But I know there could be an argument for it. I get it. But I still don't want it. Devin Wooter, Dave, I'm not going to lie. I got emotional from the Superman soundtrack. How many times have you heard that track? A few times. And wow, Kraven's box office is so horrible. Are you surprised about it? Not too much. I just watched X-Men 2. I can't get bye. Now it's in my head. What's your favorite scene? I would say that scene right there. That's a pretty good scene when he fights her. What's her name? Kelly Lou? Is that her name? I can't remember that actress. I interviewed her one time. Cooper Knox, I find it funny that we got a British Superman and an American Lex Luthor in BVS, and very soon we'll be having an American Superman and a British Lex Luthor. I know, right? We got the reverse. And then Jamon Watson. All I could say is when the Superman teaser drops on Thursday, I'll be hiding in my bunker because Twitter is going to have a field day for this. Watch yourselves out there. Yeah, it definitely is going to be that. I was talking to someone too, that was saying the same thing. And they're like, yeah, I'm just going to sit back with my popcorn and watch. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be on the battlegrounds a little bit. Just like I was in the battlegrounds when it came to the Snyderverse stuff. I was on the battlegrounds for that. I'll be on the battlegrounds for this. Probably not as much. I'll get a little feisty. I'll get a little sassy nowadays, but I was way more sassy when it came to the days of defending the Snyderverse and Snyder's Superman and Batman and all that stuff, but that's what it needed it, It's a different time now. It's a slightly different time, but it's going to be interesting. And like I said, we're going to be, in Friday's Vodka stream, with the panel, we'll be talking about it, breaking it down even more. I'll be doing my trailer reaction, so it should be a good time. Dave, I'd love for you to check out my movie if you have a chance. All right. Oh, that's Ted. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, who's Robin? Where did Robin come from? Okay. Well, send it to me. DM me if it's on Twitter or YouTube or whatever. Send it to me. Yeah, I've been wondering about your movie. I didn't realize you changed the name. All right. Appreciate it. I'll check it out. Definitely check it out. So... all right, guys, that's today's show. Appreciate you guys spending some time with me. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the stream, share the stream, do whatever. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. We'll see what happens if there's anything else that drops when it comes to the Superman trailer or Superman anything, if there's going to be anything more. Hopefully, it'd be cool if they dropped a little bit more stuff to add some more build-up to the Superman trailer. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Hopefully you guys have a good Tuesday, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And of course, we'll do the members only stream as well. All right, guys, love ya. Talk to you later.